Welcome back. It's Nicole, and we are now going to focus on, again, some more information on the teacher's side, and we're going to spend some time working through your Manage and Assign tab and walk you through how to assign resources and also assign other content to your students. So let's begin here back in our home page. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but do remember that you can always click here on the McGraw-Hill Networks icon and it will always take you back to your home page. Okay, so we're going to go into the Manage and Assign tab. This here is going to take us into the area where you're going to be able to manage all of your assignments as well as assign work to your students. We were in the My Classes tab earlier, and this is where we set up our classes. But what we're going to do now is we're actually going to click on the particular class period that you want to assign your work to. So I'm going to choose U.S. History, Section 1. And now you're going to click into that yellow Make an Assignment tab. This is going to take you to your assignment page. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to name your assignment. So I'm going to name my assignment here, then I'm going to actually put in instructions to my students for this assignment. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to need to decide which students you want to assign this assignment to. So you are able to choose every student by clicking next to Student that's in that particular class period, or you can just choose individual students because maybe you want to differentiate this assignment. Once you've selected those students, then you can move over here to the Select Dates. You can choose a start date, a due date, and then an expiration date. Often teachers will choose that expiration date to be at the end of a semester, so even if students turn work in late, at least it will still accept that assignment, and then you can always take points off if necessary. So in order to attach a resource for this assignment, you're going to go down here to Attach Resources and Content. You're going to click on that yellow Edit tab, and it's going to allow you to assign different resources to this assignment. You can assign resources through My Favorites, and that's where you're actually able to star favorite resources within the program. You can assign through My Files, and these, are the files that you've brought into ConnectEd. You can just search the system to find the particular resource you want to assign, or you can assign the student edition, which would mean you're actually assigning a particular lesson, or My Notebook, which means you're assigning that My Notes page. So why don't we go ahead and assign the lesson and the notebook. So you would click on Student Edition, you would choose that particular chapter that you're assigning from and the lesson that you're assigning from, and then you would click Add. And notice here you have your resource. And we're going to do one more. We're going to assign that notebook. So I'm going to choose that same chapter, and then I'm going to choose the guided notes for that first lesson and Add. Now if I scroll down to the bottom, slide this up, I'm able to click Done. And now you'll notice in your assignment page you have both resources attached. That Lesson 1 resource and those guided notes for Lesson 1. So the only last thing you need to do is click Assign. And what this has done is now it has sent it to your students, so when your students log in, they would be able to pull up this assignment, complete this assignment, and then submit it back to you. And at that point, once you review that assignment, you then have the option to then provide feedback and comments to your students. The last area I just wanted to show you is if we go back into our home page, and we go back into our lesson plans, I did just want to show you that you are able to assign resources directly from your lesson plans, whether it's the recommended lesson plans or your customized lesson plans. So if I click into an actual lesson plan, and again I'm going to go into Teach and Assess with differentiated instruction because remember this is where the meat of your instruction is. Remember you have your lesson plans to the left and your resources to the right. Any of these resources that are actual student resources, if you click on the Tools tab, the very last option here is Assign this resource. If you click there, you'll notice it's taking you directly back to that Manage and Assign tab where you're able to make that assignment. And instead of you having to attach that resource, it's already there for you. And so here you would work through the same process where you name the assignment, you provide your instructions, you choose your students, and you choose those select dates, and then you click Assign. So now that you've had a chance to walk through that Manage and Assign portion, why don't you go ahead and try to assign assignments through the actual Manage and Assign tab. And then don't forget, you're going to have to go in and attach those resources for those resources that you want to assign to your students. And then the last piece is go into a lesson plan and try to assign a resource that way as well.